Welcome to the 2024 Agent Ong Open, presented by the Agent Ong team. The Agent Ong Open is brought to you by My Home Group, by Unwind Wellness, and by Rotogrip, engineered for performance. The Agent Ong Open is also made possible by our Lane Masters sponsors, Royal Flush Apparel, Create Proof Print, Brightside Catering, by Mark Powell, Acclaim Garage Doors, Travel 24/7, by the local caterer, TMH Websites, Saguaro Lift, and the Valley's Own. Plus, our pin crusher sponsors, Spartan Family Plumbing, Ramsey Auto Center, by the Burke Brothers, by East Valley Fans and Blinds, by Tony Fades, by Bowling Dynamics, The Crepe Bar, B3 Performance Bowling Training, by Sideline Shots Arizona, and by Swift Home Inspections. Now, live from Bolero Kyrene in Chandler, Arizona, this is the final round with the top four finishers. The 2024 Agent Ong Open, presented by the Agent Ong team. Welcome to the 2024 Agent Ong Open, presented by the Agent Ong team. The Agent Ong Open is brought to you by My Home Group, by Unwind Wellness, and by Rotogrip, engineered for performance. The Agent Ong Open is also made possible by our Lane Masters sponsors, Royal Flush Apparel, Create Proof Print, Brightside Catering, by Mark Powell, Acclaim Garage Doors, Travel 24/7, by the local caterer, TMH Websites, Saguaro Lift, and the Valley's Own. Plus, our pin crusher sponsors, Spartan Family Plumbing, Ramsey Auto Center, by the Burke Brothers, by East Valley Fans and Blinds, by Tony Fades, by Bowling Dynamics, The Crepe Bar, B3 Performance Bowling Training, by Sideline Shots Arizona, and by Swift Home Inspections. Now, live from Bolero Kyrene in Chandler, Arizona, this is the final round with the top four finishers. The 2024 Agent Ong Open, presented by the Agent Ong team. Welcome to the 2024 Agent Ong Open, presented by the Agent Ong team. The Agent Ong Open is brought to you by My Home Group, by Unwind Wellness, and by Rotogrip, engineered for performance. The Agent Ong Open is also made possible by our Lane Masters sponsors, Royal Flush Apparel, Create Proof Print, Brightside Catering, by Mark Powell, Acclaim Garage Doors, Travel 24/7, by the local caterer, TMH Websites, Saguaro Lift, and the Valley's Own. Plus, our pin crusher sponsors, Spartan Family Plumbing, Ramsey Auto Center, by the Burke Brothers, by East Valley Fans and Blinds, by Tony Fades, by Bowling Dynamics, The Crepe Bar, B3 Performance Bowling Training, by Sideline Shots Arizona, and by Swift Home Inspections. Now, live from Bolero Kyrene in Chandler, Arizona, this is the final round with the top four finishers. The 2024 Agent Ong Open, presented by the Agent Ong team. Welcome to the 2024 Agent Ong Open, presented by the Agent Ong team. The Agent Ong Open is brought to you by My Home Group, by Unwind Wellness, and by Rotogrip, engineered for performance. The Agent Ong Open is also made possible by our Lane Masters sponsors, Royal Flush Apparel, Create Proof Print, Brightside Catering, by Mark Powell, Acclaim Garage Doors, Travel 24/7, by the local caterer, TMH Websites, Saguaro Lift, and the Valley's Own. Plus, our pin crusher sponsors, Spartan Family Plumbing, Ramsey Auto Center, by the Burke Brothers, by East Valley Fans and Blinds, by Tony Fades, by Bowling Dynamics, The Crepe Bar, B3 Performance Bowling Training, by Sideline Shots Arizona, and by Swift Home Inspections. Now, live from Bolero Kyrene in Chandler, Arizona, this is the final round with the top four finishers. The 2024 Agent Ong Open, presented by the Agent Ong team. Welcome to the 2024 Agent Ong Open, presented by the Agent Ong team. The Agent Ong Open is brought to you by My Home Group, by Unwind Wellness, and by Rotogrip, engineered for performance. The Agent Ong Open is also made possible by our Lane Masters sponsors, Royal Flush Apparel, Create Proof Print, Brightside Catering, by Mark Powell, Acclaim Garage Doors, Travel 24/7, by the local caterer, TMH website.
All right, good evening. It is evening. Good evening, everyone.
It's the evening time.
We are here live from the 2024 Agent Ong Open, and it's finally time. It's time to give away $10,000. Right now, they are introducing the finalists.
Our number 3 seed from Chandler, Arizona, Kyle Ponzo.
Kyle Ponzo, another loco. So we got a local.
Our number 2 seed.
Local
Wayne,
match.
Minnesota, Josh Kennedy. And our number 1 seed, at a little further trip from New South Wales, Australia, Sam Cooley.
From the land down under, number 1 seed. He's pretty much just dominated this tournament the entire time so far.
Ponzo. The winner will move on to take on the 2 seed Kennedy, and the winner will take on Sam Cooley for the title. All right, guys.
All right, here we are. Carl Ong, owner, director, CEO, assistant, man of many hats. Has joined,
Every hat.
Every hat you can find has joined us for the Stepladder. Carl, home run. We're in the home stretch, I should say.
We are.
Home
We are
stretch.
definitely on the home stretch.
Yeah. What do you think? How did the event go this year so far? Almost done, but how did it go this year?
Exceeded all expectations. Just everything worked. The entries, the camaraderie, the reunions that were made here, definitely awesome. And we have 4 amazing bowlers going head to head. So looking forward to seeing how this match goes.
Traditional stepladder here. 1 game. Win, move on, lose, go home. Now, 4th place, guaranteed $2,000, if my math is correct, Carl?
Correct.
So let's talk about entries real quick. How many? We had 280 entries? Or you had 260 entries. Okay,
260 entries. When we add in the sweepers, 375 total entries in various ways through this tournament.
Okay. And that's up from last year, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Good.
And then if we add the 20 spots for the Desperado,
yeah.
we call it, give or take 400.
Yeah. Well, that's great. And that's, I think when I heard your news clip, that was kind of one of your goals, right? You wanted to get that 400 number.
Yeah. We were right around 300 with the sweeper last year. So to get the 400 this year was, in theory, 25, good 33% jump.
Yeah, 33%. And being in the realty market, 33.3% over last year, that's pretty good, right?
Not bad. I'll take it.
Maybe. Yeah, it'll maybe add a. I don't know what else you could do to your home because it's beautiful.
I appreciate you guys both saying that, and thanks to the both of you for coming out. I hope you enjoyed the dinner.
Oh, it was phenomenal. Yeah,
got a chance to see some of your friends.
Yeah, it was great. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Carl, before we get into the lane pattern, which is hard, which is what we've kind of been saying all week, but this event also supports a scholarship, correct?
Yes. So just to get a little backstory, I will definitely get back to the match, but my father had me when he was 59 years old. I'm pretty sure, I'll tell you this quick stat. I'm pretty sure my father is older than both of your grandparents. Based on your birth.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So my father was born in 1917.
Wow.
Okay.
So, and the reason I bring that up is I couldn't do the same things as normal kids get to do with their dad.
Yep.
Couldn't go play baseball or football.
Yep.
He took me to the bowling center. he got the chance to sit down and enjoy his coffee while watching me bowl. That's how I fell in love with the game, and that was my way of spending time with my dad.
Yep.
Passed away when I was 17. My mother passed away just a few years ago. So, in honor of my parents, which have done so much for me and the community around them, and truth be told, my father, we owned a grocery store out here in Phoenix, and in South Phoenix, so a very low income community. And when my father passed, I had a bunch of people at this funeral that I never met before. They came to me and told me that my father put them through college before I was ever even born.
Oh, wow.
So he befriended a lot of families that would come to the store, and when they didn't have enough money, he would donate groceries to them. And because he got to know a lot of these families, a lot of their kids, he paid for their college.
Wow.
And,
Wow, that's incredible.
And I found that out because I never get a chance to meet them because they're all so much older and grown and have their own families, that they all came back to, honor my father at his funeral. And that's how I found out for the very first time.
Yeah.
And because of that is what sprung this idea to remember my parents.
Yep.
And
Very cool.
and this is just my small way of doing that.
Coffee creamer for Bean.
Yes, half and half.
Half and half. So how does the scholarship get applied? How does one apply for it? Or
So we have a winner that I will announce on the website, and we'll give it to a SMART scholarship of $1,000.
Yep.
And everything that we raise this year through the raffle will help us build that scholarship for next year.
Okay.
We always want to keep this going from this point forward.
Sure.
And how they do is just write a 300 to 500 word essay.
Yep.
And just telling us a little bit about either diversity, what they do in the community, or just there's 3 different tiers, and you just choose a way to write. You can even nominate somebody through the same essay process. And my family and I will read them because I really want my kids to be involved. Yep. And in seeing what other kids are doing around the world or even the U.S., just to kind of see these are things that people do in the community, because it's a double. It also gives me an opportunity to show my kids what other children or kids are doing that are growing up and what they do in their community. So then maybe it might motivate my children to follow in those steps and those same philosophies.
Yep.
So that's kind of it in a nutshell of how the scholarship ties into the tournament. Ooh.
Ponzo with the 2-4-10 on the right-hand lane. We got 2 pretty different approaches here. Bean's way to the left. Ponzo's going up the lane. That kind of leads us into the next segment, talking about the Agent Ong pattern this year.
Okay.
So do you?
What's that?
Yeah. So do you? How do you arrive at your pattern? Do you just figure out? I mean, what's your process? How do you figure? Wow! Look at that spare. Great spare by Ponzo.
So John Conaway, which is the head mechanic of multiple Boleros out here, and he helped me create this. And I'm gonna bring up a couple of people. Do you remember Matt Miller?
Heard the name.
So he used to be the lane man on tour back when Robert was bowling.
Yep.
Him and I are really good friends. Anyways, I was working with John Conaway. We came up with this pattern. But like I said, the problem is I can't test it.
Yep.
At least I can't test it with transition, because it's like I said, if you get to look at it or you play on it at all, you are no longer eligible to bowl my tournament. It's not an easy process because no one wants to bowl if they're shut out of bowling the tournament.
Absolutely.
Which sounds great to me, but it also makes it super hard for me to put down a pattern.
Or find some good testers.
Right. Oh, is that a 2-8-10?
Bean's in a real tough spot. He's gone high, he's gone light. Just kind of tells me that maybe that part of the lane isn't ideal to be playing right off the bat. And I know that's part of the lane, and he's been working in and operating in most of the tournament so far, and that's kind of what has gotten him here. But 77 in the fifth, and he's in a whole world of trouble. He could be down by 30 here, depending on what Ponzo does.
I'm curious if that count's going to come into play.
Yeah, I mean, two there gets him 79, and that puts him ahead of the count number. I'll tell you what.
I don't know.
Ponzo keeps throwing shots like that. It may be a Bill consequence.
Kyle has such a good look right now, and I thought being during qualifying, or I should say during match play, I thought he had the best look, period.
Yeah. He bowled very, very well.
Yeah. I mean, he went through some pretty big names.
Yeah, he did. Went through Darren Tane, went through Anthony Simonson.
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys aren't slouches by any means.
I think they're kind of big names.
Yeah, and, the way he did it, too, doubling in the 10th to beat Simon. That's
stones.
Yeah, that takes some stones. Good move there by Ponzo. He takes a commanding lead. It's just about 40 pins right now through 5. Beaton doesn't figure out something real quick. He's going to be exiting stage left, getting ready to sell some pickup trucks tomorrow.
Oh, dear.
Moved to the right, did the right thing. He tried to go up and at it a little more, but not the right recipe. And it's going to be 8-1. 86 in the 6th. Few frames left here. We got 7, 8, 9, 10. 4 frames to overcome. Pretty big hurdle here. 60 pin deficit.
Oh, 7.
Yep, light 7.
And with Ponzo being on a double,
yeah, I think
it's going to be a tough hill to climb.
Yeah, I think this one, barring unforeseen circumstances. Yep. Now it's
now it's unfortunately.
That's it.
Like I said, like you said, it would have to take a very big catastrophic change.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he has. Okay, so he's got 185 out, 8th, 9th, 10th, 20, 50, 80. He's got 185 out, but Ponzo is pacing 2-1.
Right.
So Ponzo would have to go whole.
Correct.
Yeah.
This might tell us a lot.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
You have your graphic?
Because it's black cloud?
Because I think I accidentally did that. I apologize to the Ponzo family.
that of course, if you've been watching all weekend, we have some fun graphics that we'll put up throughout the live stream.
Thank you from Land Incarnate. Great tournament. Obviously, one of the $1,000 sweeper winners.
Yeah, Carl, there were so many different ways to make $1 this week for any of the bowlers that came out. And really, I shouldn't say $1. It's many dollars, usually 100 bundled together, multiple hundreds.
Yep.
What all happened this weekend?
4 sweepers guaranteed 1,000 on top each. Crisscross doubles in both the sweepers and the main event, and the progressive pot that we have to shoot for the winner. And that's why we have 9, 10, 11, 12 dressed. 1 ball.
Yep.
You go, you get it. You don't.
Oh,
My
wow.
goodness.
That came close.
Goodness.
Well, here we go.
Hold
on.
Here, I'm putting the graphic up again.
Yep, hold on, folks. I black clouded Ponzo pretty bad.
I think that was that a combination.
It was a combo cloud.
We tag teamed this by accident. So, oh my goodness.
This is not just a black cloud. This is like a thunderstorm, like full on, like Midwest.
All right, let's just go recap. Say he does not make this.
Goodness.
How bad is Bean feeling about just airmailing that 7?
No kidding.
Yeah.
Out of frustration.
own.
You
And
Oh,
you
man.
know that's what happened.
count is interesting this game.
Yeah. So Ponzo goes to 208 out. Bean's got 185. Now, if he had made that spare, it would be
Will be
206. Well, hey man, make your spares here. You just so he's okay. Teen. So now he's got 170 out. That still forces Ponzo
To mark.
To mark. You know, I talked to Bean in the back before we started. We were talking about back home a little bit. It's from Minnesota, and I go, yeah. So he goes, yeah, I'm not bowling. I bowl league once a week. I go, yeah. I go, you look pretty good for bowling. Oh, that might be done. That might be all she wrote now. I go, man, you looking pretty good there in the 10th against Simo for being a once a week league bowler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that's the truth.
Yeah.
If he literally only throws the rock, 36 times a year. Yeah. That's impressive.
Yeah. Boy, rough. So this match is over. I have a feeling Ponzo can get 3 pins in the next two frames. So this match is now officially over.
It just shows, the guys. This is what we've seen all week, right? Where someone who might be bowling incredibly well goes to a pair, faces some topography, or they've been bowling on the burn all day, and now they're
Yep.
back on the fresh. So maybe it was a little bit of all of the combinations, but we've seen it. People go 250, 120, right?
Yeah.
We've seen it all week.
I don't know of anybody that didn't have a 150 somewhere in their set.
Yep.
At all.
So I got a question about the championship belt.
Yes.
Okay. Do you get to take that home, or is that yours for the year, or how does that work?
So, do you watch wrestling at all?
Absolutely.
So
I used to.
Okay.
Okay.
So these newer belts, they have those side plates that are removable.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
every year we change those side plates. So it had last year's logo. I gave up one of the now I get for photo ops,
Yep.
And the reason I don't let it go home because I don't want you going out back and playing wrestling with it, and then come
or
back
hitting somebody in the head with it.
You're thinking you're playing in the WWE or whatever in your backyard, and I get it back half cracked.
Yep. Yep.
That belt is not cheap, and I think Blair held it
It's heavy.
a couple of days ago. It's like
It's
15
heavy.
pounds.
Yeah.
So
He warned me. Carl
like,
said, "It's heavy. Be careful."
yeah,
And
just-
if you hadn't said that, I might have dropped it.
So fair. So for photo ops, I don't know if you saw last year's picture with Matt Zweig.
Yes, I did. Yep.
It's bigger than him.
Oh yeah.
Nothing against Matt, but
Yeah.
Matt was holding like, I don't think I can hold this up.
Like, are we done with the pictures? How many pictures do we have to take?
Right. So I keep one of the plates as a commemorative for me.
Yep.
So I can stack them, and Matt got the other one.
Oh,
This year,
okay. All right.
And I joked with Matt. I said, Matt, I'll let you take the belt home for a year, but you gotta leave me a deposit.
Oh, all right.
Because I think that's fair.
That's fair.
You
Yeah.
leave me a deposit.
Yeah.
We can take it out of your check.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'll hold on to it.
In case you try to
decide.
off the top rope,
Yeah.
clothesline somebody in the head with the
Right.
belt,
So I'll give that option again to this year's champion.
Yep.
You can take it with you.
Yep.
Just bring it back for next year.
Yep.
If not, you can take home the plate, and we'll call it a day.
Yep.
But looking forward to seeing who wins this tournament.
Beyond just the belt, they get a $10,000 too, which
And a shot at another 1,800.
Oh, I
Yep.
forgot. We
if
have
they're
the
in the
progressive.
progressive.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Is
uh,
everyone in the progressive that's in the finals?
I have to verify that. 2 seconds. I have my tournament director, Theo Duthay, checking that for me. So Michael Arcee of Acclaim Garage Doors, they kickstart this progressive with $1,000 every year for the next 5 years. We were able to raise a little over $1,700 for the progressive this year. Half of it goes to this year's pot.
Yep.
And then the next year's
Keeps it going.
keeps it going. So yeah, they're rolling for a little over $1,800.
Nice round of applause for Matt, or for Bean. Brennan Haugh, great tournament.
And Matt's
week, yeah, I like that. Yeah, he was like, yeah, his plan was to play backyard wrestling on the trampoline with it.
Well, there you go.
Because that's what you would do.
And that's why he had left me a deposit.
Carl, as we have a break, we have a lot of your sponsors up on the screen here,
Yes.
and they were a huge support, or they gave you so much support this year, right?
Absolutely. I couldn't do any of this without them. And again, thank you to Rotogrip having you guys out here. And my best wishes to Schlem. Hope you feel better soon, buddy. Unwind Wellness, Mark Powell. He's a local mortgage agent out here. Farrell Williams and Royal Flush Apparel. Crate Proof Print, which is one of my companies. It's a printing company. Brightside Catering with Adam Allison. He was one of our chefs for the Wednesday night dinner.
Phenomenal. Yep.
Local caterer, which was a part of the wellness deal that Kathy and I did with Unwind. They created our meal plans. I don't know if you know, but in the last year, my wife Kathy has lost 100 pounds.
It's amazing.
From last year's tournament to this year's tournament, Kathy and I decided that we would join Unwind Wellness and the local caterer to work on a meal and health plan. I guess a wellness plan is basically what we did. And her and I have both followed it for the last year. I've maintained, like, I don't know if you know, I used to weigh 400 pounds. I've lost 200 pounds myself about a little over 10 years ago.
Wow.
And then my wife has now officially lost 100 pounds. So Unwind Wellness, local caterer, it works.
Yeah. So I take it I shouldn't be offering you any Whoppers.
I won't eat it.
Okay. All right.
I did.
Michael Haugen dropped these off, by the way. Darn him, because every now and then I look at him like, I'll just have one.
I literally looked over and there were Whoppers. I'm like, where did the Whoppers come from?
Right.
So,
But congratulations to you
Yeah.
and your wife
No, I appreciate it.
on the improvement in your health and the weight loss, and it's the proof's in the pudding there with Unwind, right? It works.
It works.
Yeah.
And they do a lot of red light therapy.
Yes.
So
yeah.
unfortunately, I've had a lot of back surgeries. My wife's had a lot of back surgeries, and it's really helped us with mobility. So yeah, kudos to them.
Absolutely. Josh Kennedy taking his warm-up shots, 2 on each lane. And it looks like he's taking those, so
I think we're ready to go.
it's going to be a handshake, and we're going to get rolling. Looks like Josh is going to have Ponzo start. Okay, so everybody standing is in the progressive pot.
we must have gotten through to them. What a great idea it was to join that.
It usually is.
Yeah.
Because we've seen covering the TAT many an instance where the person who wins is not in.
More in or more out than in, I'd say.
Yeah.
I just think a lot of people think it's like too far of a stretch to win. I don't know. Like for me, we built the pot pretty good. $1,870 is what they're shooting for total.
Yep.
25%, 50, 75
Yep.
and up.
There we go. Yep.
Carl, in case you haven't had time to check the score of the game, Brooklyn Rob would like to tell you, which is just me.
Do you
I think.
think that you and I care what
No,
Brooklyn Rob thinks at this point?
absolutely not.
No.
Neither does my dog named Bosa.
Yeah. He lost that match, right?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
we can talk about that.
yeah. Yeah, I
Um,
didn't see him with a new spare ball either, so maybe
Yeah.
he would be bowling in this
If he
if
could
he had a new spare
convert
ball.
spares,
Yeah,
and not flag
Yeah.
single pins.
absolutely.
Okay, we can talk about that instead of the Niners and whoever they're playing.
Them's fighting words,
You know
everybody.
what's funny is I think we have a bigger platform right now than he does. I mean, can he really respond? You can block chat too, right? If
Oh, I can.
for
Yeah,
derogatory comments.
Well,
absolutely.
just
Bye bye, Brooklyn Rob.
you know what? This is just more fuel for me to tune in to Sweep the Rack
Oh,
this
yeah.
upcoming week.
Yeah. We have a
Man,
lot.
I'm gonna get called out.
You might get worst of the week. I don't know.
I might.
Be careful.
Hey, Brooklyn Rob, you want to come on the bolt? You're
Right.
more than welcome.
That way you can control the narrative on that.
Yeah.
All right, Josh. Let's see what you got.
Josh is pretty deadly on the fresh. You go back and you look at his qualifying squads. He was very effective on the fresh.
I've seen Ponzo bowl the last couple of years, and this kid can straight bowl. I have never seen Josh bowl before until this year, or until he showed up at the tournament.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Yeah.
the kid's deadly.
Oh, I'll tell you. I mean, he's from my area, and I mean, he started coming up probably about 5, 6, 7 years ago. I bowled league with him. You could tell the talent was there, just the maturity wasn't there yet, and the maturity's catching up.
How old is Josh?
He's
know?
he's young.
I mean, he looks young, but
Yeah.
I don't want to assume anything.
I don't know, so I couldn't put a good answer to that. But
But like I was telling you earlier, when I saw him down there in the cashier's round initially, he was just meditating almost.
Yeah.
Like I thought he was asleep, sincerely.
yeah,
He's still doing that. I just noticed. I looked down and he's in between shots.
He's,
Yep.
his eyes are closed.
doing his
completely
thing,
closed.
yep.
Yep.
It's
he's doing his thing.
unbelievable focus. I don't know, man.
Ponzo putting the leather to that one. Ponzo's just
Just
very
stoic.
unassuming. Yes.
He's very stoic. He's very
Yes.
chill.
Yeah.
And
He's
that's
got the hairdo and
yeah, that's his dad, Gary.
Yep.
Great family.
Yep.
I have a lot of talks in the back with Gary whenever I walk into a center.
Yep.
Ponzo's bowling. Oh. And
Oh.
he's very unassuming.
Sorry to
Wow.
interrupt, but according to the internet, it would appear Josh Kennedy is 28.
okay.
Oh, thank you.
Pretty good shot. Oh,
Oh,
just went high on him. Yeah, yeah. Josh is the Jacob Butteroff doppelganger. Well, I don't know. There's a couple differences. A, the right-handed. B, Josh tucks his shirt in. Okay. And this is just a rib on Jacob. I've bowled with Jacob plenty, so it's all in good fun there.
yeah. Jacob called me on Wednesday, or Tuesday or Wednesday, and said he couldn't make it. But I wish you the best, buddy, wherever you're at right now. I know he's not back in Phoenix. I think he's planning
He's
on.
in the Northeast.
I think
somewhere.
he's in New York. I think. So wherever you're at, buddy, thinking of you. Hope you're doing good.
Well, let's see if he can come back off of that. Split in the third. And he's going to get another chance at that 210 combo.
Jacob plays cribbage. Josh doesn't. You would like that, Matt.
Oh, yes. Yep.
Chad, another.
Yep.
He had another great weekend here.
Yep. Uncle Fester had had a profitable weekend. That's what Steve Mackey calls them.
I mean, not. There's a resemblance.
Yeah,
I
there
mean, I'm
is.
not gonna.
Isn't
I
there?
can't. I can't
Yeah, he does have
I
a bit
can't
of Uncle Fester.
take
in
that
him.
away.
Yep. Chad
Yeah.
had a nice tournament.
Chad Bull's great. He's such a good guy. He's a good guy.
Well, a good start and then whole.
And Kyle doesn't look like like he looks perfect right now.
Well, we said that the last match, and he,
Oh my goodness,
he
you're absolutely
made us hold our breath a
Yeah.
little bit. So
Do me a favor. Is there a 5-second delay? Can we back that up?
right,
Kill the kill the
I
stream
got the
and
black
bring it back
cloud
up.
ready.
yeah, you know, I'm
Oh,
just
no.
gonna.
You know, oh goodness.
Soft 10.
I mean, is that really though? Blair, hold the button. I hope that's not.
No, I think it's good. I don't think you clouded.
Okay.
Yeah,
No, if
Good
this is
shot.
you
Had a
know,
chance.
If
I-
the, if
I
the
don't-
other corner would have stood, like it looked like for 2 seconds, I would have felt really bad.
Carl, I don't know if you've noticed your tournament this week, but there haven't been many large strings of strikes put together.
True. I think
3 is kind of a lot.
that's. I think it's way over the average of 1.
Right.
Yeah.
We do not have 300 alerts. We have 5-bagger alerts.
You might have to trim it down to like 4.
I know.
Or a turkey alert.
I know. I'm not sure. But to your point, and we touched on the pattern earlier. You're going to release that tomorrow,
Yes.
so everyone can see it.
Yep.
And Matt has keyed into it all week long as we've been commentating, but it's really designed so that even if you have a player like Anthony Simonson or Darren Ting that bowl on really tough patterns, U.S. Open patterns, a player that's regionally great, has a great spare game, wants to come out and try it, anything can happen.
And that was really the goal. The goal for this when I came up with the pattern or worked with the pattern was not to shut any one person or one side or one type out of anything. My goal was to try to create an environment where anybody has an opportunity to win.
Yep.
Whether I've obtained, I think that's maybe a fool's gold mentality because I don't think that's reasonable to try to cater to all that. But I think we've done pretty good. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know.
Absolutely. I mean, we had a couple of seniors up in there.
Mhm.
We had some left-handers. We had some two-handers. We had right-handers. We had some straighter people. We had some higher rep rates. We had a whole cornucopia of styles.
And that's what happened last year.
Yeah, which
That's
is
ex-
great.
yeah,
That's,
so-
that's what you want.
Yeah, I think we've accomplished 2 for 2 in regards to what the casters round field looked like. And last year we had all 4 PBA players.
Yep.
Whether they're a national or regional.
Yep.
This year has become 2 locals.
Yeah, 2 locals. Kind of Josh the dark horse, and then Sam.
Yeah.
So. Josh trying to collect himself here and kind of try to start figuring something out. He's got 234 if he strikes out. Ponzo currently at a 219 clip, so if Josh can start straining the strikes, he can get back in this thing, barring Ponzo doesn't keep striking. So pretty imperative, though, I think Josh at least tees one up here. High after going light. After the 2-4-10, we see maybe a little over adjustment. 3-6-10. Saw a lot of that through the week. Josh, very deliberate player. But we'll see if he takes us on an adventure here with the 3-6-10.
Oh dear.
Okay. Now,
No, he's been saying this all morning.
Okay, and
Yeah.
I'm only saying that because I bowled tournaments in league with the guy. Okay, that's the only reason why I said I know it.
Wow.
Spares is the weaker part of his game.
got it.
He has an
And-
adventurous spare game, as Matt McNiel put it this
Is that
morning.
what it's called?
Adventure. He takes us on an adventure, and he has all day.
Because
Okay.
he'll make he's made a lot of spares, but they've been barely makes, right? Like
Right.
you think he's pulled it or
Right.
whatever, and
Right.
he's pretty much just given Ponzo the green light to bowl for the title here.
Yeah.
Josh has 210 out. Ponzo at now a 229 clip. And I think if he gets this one in the 7th here, we can put a big old master lock on this one, and it'll be Ponzo against Mr. Cooley.
Put a master lock on it.
Yeah, master locks.
Yeah,
They make padlocks.
I love your McNeilisms this weekend. They're great.
Is there a 10 out?
No,
Okay, 10's out.
10's out. So 2-8, not a gimme, but
Nothing. No spare is a gimme on this pattern.
the sleepers are especially tough.
Yeah.
Especially when the front's hooked so much. You're using sanded urethane. You overhit it and try to direct it a little bit. You're going to miss it on the left. If you get a little quick with it or miss it a little bit, you're going to miss it on the right. So good spare for Ponzo.
Really good.
Yep.
Ponzo works in a pro shop, correct? Is he? I'm pretty sure he does.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he works for one of the local pro shops here.
Hmm.
Virtue is what
Virtue
I'm
Bowling Supply.
pretty sure.
Is that it? Virtue Bowling Supply?
Yeah.
Through the face again. Josh just couldn't get it to the front to back. Just wasn't there for Josh. It was either too much too soon or not enough too late. I've always said the first rule of first order of business of good ball reaction is front to back. Got to have that ball slowing down in the right part of the lane.
Oh, there's a confirmation. Yep.
Yep.
Joshua. Yeah. Thanks, Josh. I think if you're an avid bowler, getting a job or part-time job in the pro shop is such a great.
Oh, it's everything.
Yeah.
Especially these days.
You'll learn so much in such a short amount of time that'll help you learn layouts, surface.
You learn about yourself too. I mean, you'll start figuring out, oh, this is what my PAP is, or this is how I measure it. This is I should change this in my fit. You get access to bowling equipment, resurfacing, plugging, redrilling.
Yeah, this is all but pretty much
Yeah, this is done.
done.
Great week for Josh
Yep.
though.
Fine week. Very fine week. Went through a lot of tough bowlers to get to this spot. Bowled incredibly well to get to this spot. Just it's a step ladder. I mean, you can get on these pairs after they run them, and you get 2 warm-up shots. If you make the wrong choice, life can get really difficult for you. So doesn't mean he doesn't take anything away from his bowling ability because he bowled very, very well. This is probably one of the better tournaments he's had in his career. So, hats off to him. Very good bowling. Ponzo's just gonna take a
Cruise
little
on.
victory lap here.
Now, if you're Ponzo, are you trying something right now?
Oh, absolutely. I
right?
would be.
Figuring out what you're gonna do next.
I would be.
Carl, you mentioned your sidekick, your tournament director this weekend who's helped. Is there anyone else from your team you want to give a shout out to?
Oh my goodness, it's Aaron Yamamoto, Tim Mack coming out to help. But Aaron, he is the biggest supporter behind the scenes, and he works with Theo a lot.
And he's a great bowler. He
yes,
bowled.
he bowled great. He has such a smooth release. He's very clean, clears the ball so well. Unfortunately, it just didn't translate to advancements at this tournament this year. Yes, Darren did bowl earlier today. He was in the 8 through 16.
He got run over by our number 4 seed Beans. Just could not. He had not a great look, and Beans had it all.
Yep. Beans had good ball reaction. Darren didn't.
So Bean walks away with $2,000 for finishing fourth.
Yep. How much did Josh get?
He's got $3,000.
$3,000. Good week's work there. Good weekend's work.
5 through 8 got 900 a person. 9 through 16 got 700.
Okay.
And 17 through 24 made 600.
Oh wow. Okay.
So went 5, 6, 7, 9, 2, 3, 5, 10.
Okay.
It was a great prize fund. Yeah, you did a great job.
I appreciate it. For a $275 entry, or $225 you started on Thursday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Yeah, just one of those games. Doesn't reflect
No.
how well he bowled. Doesn't reflect how well he bowled at all. Grab a few pins there, Josh, and head to the pay window. $3,000, nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, and Carl, the other thing for folks at home that might be thinking they want to bowl this next year, so many great things happen at this tournament, but little things that people don't always talk about with tournaments, but you appreciate, like running on time. Your checks are available right when the bowlers are getting done. So if you have a long drive, lots of people came from Vegas, Southern California, they could get on the road immediately. They were just you checked all the boxes of.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why, unfortunately, a lot of the field's already gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the field's already left, and Darren already said bye. Simo's already said bye. Booker's said his goodbyes already. So yeah, it's as much as I'd like them to stay, I understand.
Sure.
Life needs to continue. So
Gotta
again,
get
I
home.
appreciate everyone showing up, and we're down to 2.
Yep. And then there was 2. 5 and 10,000, right?
5 and 10, with the possibility of another 18 on top.
That's right.
Oh, one thing I did forget to mention, I apologize. We have 2 entries to give away for first and second. They actually will have a choice. So Theo runs another 10K in the summer here called the Cactus Classic.
I've heard about that.
And Steve Mackey and I have teamed together this year to give away an entry for the New Mexico Open.
Oh, great.
So the winner will choose either one that makes sense for them for timing of year.
Yep.
And then the second place will then get the other entry.
Phenomenal.
So a little bit of a collaboration.
Added bonus.
Yeah.
Yep. Added bonus.
All
So-
right.
So thanks to Steve Mackey and Theo Duthay for the opportunity to work together and help each other.
What you guys
get the
need
word
is
out.
a Southwest Triple Crown.
Who says that that's not a thing?
I don't know.
You might,
It just came to mind.
yeah,
But
you might have be onto something there.
Yeah. The Cactus, the New Mexico, and the Agent Ong could be the Southwest Triple Crown.
That is,
And if you win all three, you get like, I don't know, a cool belt
or a good points race check.
Yeah, there you
Could
go.
be
You
a
could have
thing.
a points race.
Love it.
Could
All
be
right.
a-
The
Uh,
Southwest Triple Crown points race, because all the events, well, New Mexico pays a little more, I think,
Yes,
nowadays.
they do.
They used to
Absolutely.
always pay 10. They
I
pay
think
a
they're
little.
up to 13 or 15,000.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, they do a great job there.
we're
What's
going to
the-
come back to
Oh,
this thought, but we're
sorry.
going to play a quick commercial, and then as Sam is throwing his practice shots, and we'll be right back.
All right.
What is it about bowling that captivates us so much? Mastery of the game is impossible, but perfection is just within reach. It is beautiful, frustrating, and at times humbling and gratifying. Bowling beckons us to keep trying and forces us to accept the infinite variables out of our control. Success seems to lie 60 feet ahead, but the real battle takes place 6 inches between your ears. So if no matter how many times you fail, you would still do anything, and I mean anything, just to get 1% better. We know exactly how you feel.
All right, and we are back. And Sam still is this practice still?
Yes.
Okay,
I think
yeah.
this is his last shot, I think.
They're so focused even during the practice shots.
So we allowed Sam to have 3
Oh,
per
okay.
lane just because he's been sitting the longest off
Okay,
pair.
yep.
We think we had asked, we consulted all 4,
Yep.
including Tim Mack and Theo. We kind of all collectively wanted to let the bowlers decide what they thought was fair.
Yep.
And Timmy made that suggestion. And legitimate, I really want to let everyone know that I do truly care about feedback. And that's why I brought it to their attention. Like, hey, this is what we're thinking. Because you all 4 are waiting for lanes to be dressed, let's figure this out. What
Yep.
do you want to give you all the best opportunity to be ready to bowl your match
Yep.
on the TV pair?
Yeah, that's good.
And here we are.
Really good. Yeah, man, I think you should have like a big Southwest Triple Crown wrestling belt. Like, it's got like cactuses, and it's got like something from New Mexico, something from, Theo's tournament, something from your tournament.
Sure.
And I mean, if you win all 3,
Oh my goodness.
you got to
I
win all
mean-
3 to complete the Triple Crown, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that would be such a
How
a
cool
f-
would
no,
that's a
don't-
feat.
That would be one amazing feat. If someone had said something of that nature to me, and I like, is that so hard to do
that it would never
that,
happen?
that it might like we might not ever be able to do that?
I mean, I think you'd do a points race, but I think if somebody does it, I think you got to have.
I think there would be almost like an insurance, like a hole in one type
Insurance.
insurance.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
So, yeah. So not to say that's in the works, but it's a great thought, Matt.
You gotta put it in the works. Matt is thinking with the end in mind, right? Because you gotta put it in the works in case someone does it. Because as soon as someone does it, you don't want to just be there going, "Oh, what do we do now?" So
Here we go. We got our match for $10,000.
Here we go.
Our local guy, he's stepping right up.
10K is life changing money. It really is.
It helps.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
It helps.
I take it.
No
I like
kidding.
to keep it.
Yeah.
I wish I won. I remember I won a $10,000 sweeper in Vegas in the winter of 2008, and I wish I would have gone out and bought like Apple or Netflix.
Some
Just
stock, yeah.
something
Yeah.
smart with it. But when you're 22, what do you
Dinner
do?
and drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I blew it. Bought a car. Just.
Yeah.
But you're.
That's what you're gonna do.
That's when you. That's what.
That's what we're. I think in your 20s, that's what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get smarter.
Yep. You do. You do get smarter. First shot from Sam Cooley.
Bucket.
Sam's out there, further to the right.
So Sam has been living here in the Phoenix area off and on for the last few years.
Yep.
We've had an opportunity to get to know each other the last couple of years, and it's almost like my personal goal and mission is to make him crack a smile. Period.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I mean, I actually legit try to work on it. Oh.
Early open for Sam Cooley as he misses the bucket, not able to convert sleeper 9.
So, the bucket.
Yep.
Do you hook or shoot it straight?
Ooh, it depends on what I'm bowling on.
This.
If I'm bowling on this, I'm going more straight at it. But
From an angle or that way?
Slight angle.
Okay.
Yep, slight angle.
Just curious.
Straight at it, you miss a little left, it's a loss. A little right, it's loss. You have to put it directly in front of you.
Right.
So, like, I base a lot of my angles off of Norm Duke's angles. Norm Duke, in my mind, greatest spare shooter ever. Watch
Over
Norm.
Walter.
Yes, hands down.
Wow, okay.
Yes,
No.
hands down. And ask Norm if he was a better spare shooter than Walter. He'll probably tell you, yes, I was. Oh,
Sam.
Sam's
210?
Wow.
Oh,
210.
no.
Off to a tough start here. But yeah, basically, I look at, even if you look at how Walter would shoot a bucket, it's identical probably to Norm.
Sure.
Except for Norm would use a strike ball and Walter would use a spare ball.
Oh.
That's the only difference. So.
But the entry angle is the same.
Yeah, that's the biggest, for me, it's the biggest key to spare shooting is angles. It's all angles. All hole for Sam Cooley. Not the start he was looking for. 18 in the second. Ponzo.
Trying to run the ladder.
My man, he's...
And you noticed throughout the entire week, through match play, no emotion.
No.
Actually, come to think of it, this championship pair, I don't think you'll see any other face except what you see right now.
Yep.
It's just pure calm.
Yep. Pretty good.
Yeah, that was really
Pretty
good.
darn good.
Did we say how old Ponzo was?
If I was to guess, I think he's in his early 20s.
Yeah, he looks young.
Yeah, young man. Yeah. Very unassuming. Just keeps his head down, goes about his business. Yeah, I like it. Three in a row for Ponzo. Sam Cooley's putting a piece of gum in. Maybe that'll turn the tide.
That's the missing piece.
Well,
anything.
Yeah.
I'm going to say some pretty amazing things have been done by guys chewing gum on TV.
I've seen shirt changes in the title match.
I verified that Ponzo is indeed 22.
Ah, very young.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bright career in front of him.
Just finished bowling at ASU. That's great. Carl, I look around and see some of your sponsors in the building, which I think is great. And I think you've done what we talk about a lot at SPI in that you have connected a bowling tournament with bowlers who own businesses in the community. And we always talk about the bowling center being a community hub, but now you're bringing in the community into it, right?
Yeah, I think
track forward.
that's it's a small community.
Yeah.
And I think and what I did was I tried to limit one industry per sponsor, so there's not a whole lot of you know, decision making. You know, we kind of just help what we can to move that along. The only
Yeah, no conflict of interest,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
I mean, the only kind of conflict was the two catering companies, but one is specializes in meal prep, which Kathy and I did, and then one is the full scope catering, which then like you what we had at the dinner on Wednesday.
Let's see if Sam can turn a much needed double here and let Ponzo know that he's still around. Pretty good.
And there he is.
Yeah. See, I think it was that gum.
It was the gum.
I'm telling you, man. Gum.
He is kind of chewing on it. A little
He's smacking that gum. So Mark Roth, when he won his only major, the U.S. Open against Guppy Troop, is chewing gum. The only major Mark Roth ever won in his entire career. He's got one major. As the U.S. Open, he's smacking on gum.
That's the only time you ever
That's it.
chewed gum on
Yeah.
tour, or is it just
Smacking on gum.
Huh. Did
Bob
not know
learned
that.
when he shot that score in
My goodness.
yeah, look at this.
Ponzo
Unbelievable.
is stone cold right now. Like,
He's locked in. Yeah. Oh wait. You know what?
Oh, could be a 5-bagger alert. We could have a 5-bagger.
oh,
I get to use it in the title match. I might have just if I
Oh,
just
no.
I know.
Yeah.
here we go.
He might come for me.
Well,
How about this? We'll put it in the atmosphere that he will complete what you want.
Yeah. I've used it and it's worked before. So
Okay.
we'll
Oh,
see.
so we haven't had a 5-bagger in this tournament.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's good.
You've had like 2. Just
Well,
kidding.
we kept the
That's
hash
2 more than you
marks.
thought.
Oh come on.
You are amazing. We are all amazing. And it might just be all of us at this point.
That was pretty close. I'm not I don't know that I'm taking the fault for that one.
Well, Ponzo runs the front 4, leaves a pretty makeable 9.
Yeah.
Should be not much trouble. He's got a 42-pin lead.
They do want me to cue black cloud animation. No, I'm not doing it. Maybe later.
Yep.
We still got some time for black clouding.
Well, Ponzo pacing 220 through 5. Sam's in the 180s, but with a double, he can get back into the 2-0s and turn this into a 21-pin match. Put some pressure back on Ponzo.
Greg Thompson says Ponzo is 22, will be 23 in 10 days. He's a senior in college.
Go towards those. Buy you a few books this fall.
Yeah, no kidding.
Uh-oh, you didn't like that.
Oh dear.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's the 4-6-7. And Sam's chances of pulling a win off here are dimming.
Landon, you took enough of my money. Stop it.
Landon, of course, shooting 300
And
in
it
the
is the highest.
sweeper.
Yep. Simon, there we go. Matt Zweig backing me up on the gum. Simon's first title. He is crushing the gum. Yep. When Bob Learn broke the 4-game scoring record, shot 300 on TV for $100,000, smacking the juicy fruit.
It can help with your mental and your it's
It
total
just
mind
quiets,
thing, right?
quiets the mind.
Yeah.
Although Sam threw 2 strikes and then split again, so I don't know if. shot there.
Well, we're getting down to the wire here.
Well, 223 possible. Ponzo laying it on thick here. It's just about putting this one out of the woods. Sam Cooley is. Sam Cooley has 223 out. Ponzo's in the 230s already. Good shot there by Sam. Oh, 223. He keeps Ponzo honest. Ponzo were to open and then lose some count, we could have a match again, but it's going to be up to Sam to not miss anymore. A miss at this point in the game is catastrophic for Sam, and it's tournament over. Oh, good shot. What a good ball. 22-40, 202. Ponzo's in the 230s. Ponzo just needs a mark in the next 3 frames, and it's all over. And now it's really all over. Yep, that was just frustration on Sam's part. Rightly so. That was a very good ball there.
I want to jump off this telecast or this broadcast, I should say, so I can get ready to announce the RVR 9 through 12.
Yep.
I appreciate you guys really quick.
Thank you, Carl.
Carl, we'll keep it rolling. If you want to do the check presentation up on the lanes, we'll be here.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
What a tournament for this young man.
Yep, I imagine $10,000 is going to go a long way for that young man, and pay for some tuition, pay for some books, pay a few bills, and hopefully help jumpstart, give some more confidence to a young budding career that it's got a lot of potential in the sport of bowling.
Yeah, he might be heading out for some regionals.
Yeah, I saw the PBA patch on the side of his arm, so hopefully he's got a membership, and hopefully he's out there putting himself out there, because this guy can bowl. Sam's just going to finish out here. And, you know, we do have a little business to attend to, Blair. Do have some progressive money to possibly give away.
Yes, that is true.
So we, Ponzo's going to have a chance. $1,800 is in the pot. Ponzo's going to get to throw a shot on lane 9 for 25%. And then he'll have to decide if he wants to wager for more or take his money and run, as the Steve Miller Band would do.
Now, Matt, you were asked the other day whether you would go for it all or hold your money. Now, this is a little smaller purse than
Oh, a
sometimes.
smaller purse, yeah.
Yeah, than we see in other events.
Yep.
Now, it's not small, of course. They've grown it great
Yep.
in just a short time, but you know, progressives are built to grow.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Yep. I think for 1,800, so if you get 25% of it, that's what, you know, 400 and some bucks.
Yeah.
I feel pretty good about 400 bucks. I mean, I do, like,
on top of 10,000.
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
yeah.
like, you know, that's just a nice piece. I mean, do I need to risk 400 for another 400? I'm good. I'm gonna take my free roll money.
Yeah, you could use the
and
400 as your like fun
gonna
money.
take my dad out to a nice steak.
Yeah.
You know, go down to the Cactus Club. You know, maybe
Yeah.
have a few libations. Take my dad out for a nice meal. No, I think that's what I use that money for. So, great tournament for Sam Cooley, though.
Well, and want to give a shout out to all the pro shops. We have a couple pro shops that are sponsoring this event. B3 Training, of course, and Bowling Dynamics. But Ponzo works for our friends over at Virtue.
Yep.
And Craig Spencer and his team, I'm sure they're super excited for him.
Yep, Craig Spencer, I'm sure watching. I miss seeing Craig Spencer at the Tat.
I miss seeing Craig Spencer too.
Yep.
Come say hi. He didn't even come say hi to us this weekend.
Nope. I guess we've fallen out of favor with one Craig Spencer, I guess.
It's all right. Well,
That's
we
all
forgive
right.
you.
We forgive you, Craig Spencer. That's okay. Yep. But Bowling Dynamics, Dave Sorigliano and his staff, they were here almost all the hours of the tournament to take care of the bowlers.
For Dad.
Nope, that's Jordan.
Oh, that's Jordan.
Yep. Dad's right to your left there.
There. Okay.
Yep.
I didn't see him. I'm not used to Jordan wearing a hat. That hat is throwing me
He's got
off.
kind of a Panama hat on there of some sorts, but yeah.
Yeah. Should we ask Dad how he's feeling?
Yeah, get the
let's
mic
see if
over
we-
there. Here,
Oh.
take the.
We're going to have a check presentation.
Oh, he's got to throw for the money first, I think.
Oh, that's right.
Kyle is in the progressive pot, so he's going to have a chance at an extra $1,870. He's going to go for 25% with his first shots, which is $467.50.
All right, let me see if I can grab Dad.
50%
All right.
of it, which is $935. If he gets that second strike, he can go for the third strike.
All right.
For 75%
We have to hear.
of the pot, which is
Dad, how are you feeling right now?
Relieved, really relieved, happy for him. He's got a lot more guts than I do. He was just very composed, and he said he just wasn't even thinking about anything but just one frame at a time. And very happy for him. He deserves it. He works really hard.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right, Ponzo's dad, Mr. Ponzo. All right, so Ponzo's free rolling here for $400-some.
Oh, but they moved on me. My camera is not going to show it.
Well,
Damn
you're
it.
going to see it on the right-hand side of the screen.
That's
Sorry,
funny.
folks. Yeah, watch the right side of your screen here, Ponzo. And the first shot of the progressive. No. All right. Well.
We'll roll over to next year and we'll be much bigger.
All right.
$100 bill for being in the progressive pot. our winner, give him a big round of applause after a long weekend, Mr. Kyle Ponzo.
All right, so you see them presenting the check here.
Carl Ong, $10,000 to Kyle Ponzo.
Let's see if we can get Ponzo in the booth after we.
Yeah, that would be good.
He's taking some photos.
I'll go see if I can snag him for us.
All right, perfect. We're gonna show another quick commercial, and we will be right back.
Hello everyone, Chris Walker here, local Rotogrip staffer, and I'm excited to be a part of this team and introduce the new Idol Optimum Pearl. This ball is so smooth off the break point, and a great transition from the original Optimum. For me, the same break point down lane, I was able to move a few left with my feet, but throwing the same spot on the lane gave me the great pin reaction we all look for. I can see this ball is going to be a staple for me on most conditions. I can't tell you how excited I am to bring this two-ball combination to my league season this year. Not to mention this ball pops with the color scheme Rotor Slim mastered on this Pearl. Hope you're as excited as I am for this release. Make sure you own it.
Hey folks, Steve Klemkin here. The Optimum Idol Pearl. I had a lot of success with the original Optimum Idol, but that one was a solid, had a pretty heavy texture, so I used that ball when the lanes were quite a bit fresher and there was a real heavy volume of oil. But as we know, lane conditions break down and they force us to move more to the inside part of the lane. When I move a little bit left, I need something that's going to help give me a little bit extra kick down lane. In the Optimum Idol Pearl, you can see here, allows me to be between third and fourth arrow and still creates plenty of mid lane motion and reaction, which is what I get out of my idols, but it gives me more kick down lane.
My name is Matt Wishman. I'm from West Haven, Utah. Been bowling all my life. The reaction on this ball is just new to my eyes. I'm used to seeing a Pearl that just goes so clean, so long down the lanes, and just has that giant hockey stick through the end of the pattern where it just knife hooks into the head pin. This one is more of a rounder shape, has more continuation than what I've ever seen before in all the earlier bowling balls that I've thrown. So that AI technology, it just doesn't matter if you hit high flush, come in with a spinner mixer, it's just gonna carry, make strikes all day long for you.
Hey guys, Yannick here. And man, I have to say that this ball is different. From the looks alone, it is such an eye-catching ball and the shape is very unique. It is very round for a Pearl ball, which I think is a different look and shape than most clean Pearl bowling balls that we have. If you love the Optimum Idol, this ball will definitely be a great complement to that one when you need to ball down.
Coming into the booth, we have the champ. I'm gonna have to raise the camera. Ponzo, you are.
Yeah, he's such a big guy.
Yeah.
It's tough to get him on here.
Here, let's do this. There we go. That's better.
All right, young man, and I'm calling you young because what, 22?
Yeah, 22.
Birthday's in 10 days.
Birthday's in 10
Pretty
days.
good early birthday present, huh?
It is. Yes, 100%. I mean, you know, like I said, I grew up here and it feels like home to me. So I was a little more comfortable than usual. And, you know, hats off to Sam. He bowled great all weekend. So, like I said, a great tournament. Everyone should come out and bowl this. It's surreal, you know. Felt like I was living in a dream all day.
Well, it's certainly well earned. You got a lot of moxie out there. You got a lot of skills. Future plans for bowling. What are you thinking? Where's it going to take you? I know you work in the bowling pro shop industry, which is great. Tell us kind of,
you know,
what's in store.
I'm finishing school right now. I'm in my last semester at ASU, so hopefully after that I can try to go out on tour, at least do the regional tour.
Yep.
You never know what life's going to throw at you after college, so.
Absolutely.
But yeah, my plans are to give it a go, you know. So.
Awesome. Well, you're a great young man with a very bright future in this game.
I appreciate it.
And congratulations on
Matt.
a phenomenal weekend of bowling.
Thank you.
And proud to have you as a champion, and best of luck in the future.
Yeah, thanks to you guys, too, all weekend. You guys did a great job. I was listening to all the streams, so Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Kyle Ponzo, 2024 Agent Ong Open Strikes Back winner, $10,000. And we're going to let you go shake hands and do all the champion stuff that you get to do. And that means we're going to wrap up here. And it's just me. Blair should be in the shot, too, because she worked so darn hard this weekend.
Yeah, we both did.
Yeah. Tim Mack, of course, joining us. Everybody that came in the booth, thank you so much. Big shout out to all the sponsors of the Agent Ong Open Strikes Back. Carl Ong, of course, his family, his staff, thank you so much. The staff here at Bolero Kyrene, thank you so much for a great tournament. And Roto Schlem, we hope you feel better soon. And I'm sure he'll be back in his normal spot
100%.
for next year's edition. But for Blair Blumenshine, Matt McNiel from Phoenix, Arizona, thank you so much. Take care.
Thanks for watching. This has been the 2024 Agent Ong Open, presented by the Agent Ong team, live from Bolero Kyrene in Chandler, Arizona. The preceding was a presentation of Storm Bowling, of Rotogrip, and 900 Global. Again, thanks for watching the 2024 Agent Ong Open, presented by the Agent Ong team.